You're killing them. They are starving, dude. You are ruining them. They're fucking talking about Mr. Potato Head and shit. Like you and Dr. Seuss for months now. Yeah,
Oh my god.
I'm gonna stream.
So yes, I was I'm an addict. I'm not even gonna show you the full clip. I was.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna show
see
stream.
this right now?
I'm gonna show stream. Okay.
You can see it.
Can I show stream? Yes or no?
Yeah, you can show stream. Yeah.
Okay.
What are we looking at? Where are we looking?
Okay. I'm robbing
Wait,
a house.
yo, Greek, close your eyes. We're gonna get banned. We're gonna get banned. We're fucking meddling right now.
Okay. I'm robbing a house, right?
Yeah.
And there's this fucking dude who literally was standing right in front of the house and is just now hiding. Now he's it's like I'm trying to talk to him and he just won't respond. Like, and it was an NPC in the end, but have you seen the new Gravel Institute video? No, I haven't. Imagine openly loving Putin. What?
Question is this: why would
They're rooting for Putin? It's the most sus NPC because it looks like a real person.
Hassle.
What is this? Oh my god. So dumb. Yeah, I was playing while I was on Scuff. Yeah. Yeah, I hijacked it a little bit, but no, I don't care. I don't care about Walter Block. Don't send me a fucking ResearchGate.net publication. Was Milton Friedman a socialist? Yes. Okay. I am very close to Walter blocking you from this chat for even assuming that I would want to look at some shit like that.
4 months.
Okay. Motherfucker said Milton Friedman was a socialist, dude. Please, just no. Okay, no. I can't.
Pog.
I can't do that. That's just so terrible.
Say white people pussy.
In true form.
Hey, robot.
Of course, it was. I was going to say a pleasure, but it wasn't. It wasn't. I really hope, Jimmy, you didn't cut out my question about what union busting is.
Doing Hey, robot.
Oh my god. That's fucking drama, dude. What the fuck?
Alexa, your rotten heart.
Oh my god. This is clearly not a commercial for this.
Oh, in which case, I've got another one. Alexa, how bad are Amazon working conditions?
Oh my god.
Alexa, stop.
Sure.
Alexa, stop. Here we go. All right,
No,
I have
no,
to.
Alexa. No, Alexa. Alexa, what is union
No, Alexa,
busting?
this is me time now. Alexa,
Now
stop.
is
Stop, please. Alexa, please listen to me.
Oh my god, he's like literally losing it, dude. Yo, I bet that is not chill for, I mean, I love that. It's awesome. That John Oliver did this, but holy shit, Jimmy Fallon is like literally the worst person to do this to. Because he's such a fucking, he is such a little scaredy cat, you know what I mean? He's like known for fucking being the guy who is the mega corporate shill. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Typical leftist trying to destroy people's jobs. Exactly.
Ye eat.
John Oliver would probably be either the best or worst person to meet on an airplane. No, he'd be awesome. I mean, he's great. He's like, Jimmy Fallon doesn't deserve to have the Roots as his band.
At Hasanabi Ayok tweeted at you.
Just hopping on the stream, but you are the worst, dude. I woke up at 3 a.m. The cops outside my window yelling LAP to get the fuck down with a copter light shining in my window and a dude getting arrested outside by police with their guns drawn. And all I could think about is how they were no value lifing this dude.
At Hasanabi sup.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon is like.
Hassle.
Have you guys ever seen Jimmy Fallon like laughing at shit that's not funny, like forcibly laughing himself? It
7
makes it
months,
almost
so
not
happy to have
worth
found
the
your
amount of
channel after seeing
fame
you on
and
Facebook.
wealth that he has been able to gain. Like there's these there are these clips of him out there that are like supercuts of him just constantly no. Some of these are good, okay? That's his whole stream, yes.
I worked
But
for
like
his
some of
agency.
them
Dude was drunk every
are
time he
so
came into the
bad.
office.
Some of him like some of the clips of him fake laughing are so bad. It's like seeing a person die on the inside. Like you are watching piece by piece a man and his soul withering away. I would show that to you, but I don't want to do that to you. Okay? You don't want to see that. It's like it is basically the equivalent.
The worst is when he had Dennis Miller
Watching
on.
that shit is basically the fucking equivalent of watching like snuff videos on the internet on where is the website that you fucking watch that shit like back in the day? I'm forgetting now. Oh, there is one. Oh, okay, all right.
Guys in my comic book club are gonna be so excited when I tell them. That is fantastic.
I forgot I was in New York.
You can't say.
Yeah, live leak. Like this is some live leak shit, dude. I mean, this is not going to be as bad. I don't think this is the.
You can't say. Yeah. It's just...
Game, so naturally I got into full hair and makeup. Do you know what my stylist said backstage?
Don't do the
She
show.
says, "Damn you, can't you ever say no?"
Just don't know how to thank you. It may take me a couple months to repay you for all you've done. You know, Jimmy, here's the deal.
Brian Williams.
Just don't know how to thank you. It may take me a couple months to repay you for all you've done. You know, Jimmy, here's the deal.
It's me and the people I was walking with, and he goes, Robert DeCunny. Not good.
And Kate Hudson went first, and then Jennifer Garner went too. Amazing ladies, funny, beautiful.
Yeah. You don't want to follow those guys.
And let me get to it. There's a third one there that I did not know about. So, but they're telling stories about him. It's not so much a speech. And I'm like,
I don't care. So they had to hire people to react.
This is not as bad. This is nowhere near as bad as what I've seen. The one I've seen, I think like maybe it could have been. It could have. Maybe it was a Vic Berger clip, but it's so bad. It's still rough, but it's not like as rough as the fucking there's worse. Oh, so much worse. So much fucking worse. Like it's like they're also up close in his face, and you basically see like you see his soul escape his body piece by piece. Oh, this is it, I think.
But Lenny, this is not a scarf. This is the blanket. This is a
What? What?
in the what? In the what? Dude, there's no.
What is? Come on, man.
A blanket. It's a blanket.
Ladies and gentlemen, Emmy Award winner Jimmy Fallon.
Everybody ready to party. Everybody ready to party. Everybody ready to party. Stop the music.
Okay, I
Is
don't.
there something you want to leave us with besides total confusion?
Okay, honestly, this is so bad. Okay, this is really bad. This is like I feel like this will break you. This will break people. If we watch this entire thing, you will become stronger. This is like a 21-minute compilation of Ninja asking for more movement on New Year's Eve as it's raining down the parents at Times Square and their fucking 12-year-old children that forced them to go to Times Square to listen to Ninja. This is that for 21 minutes on loop in slow motion. So, of course, after the sad break, that's precisely what we're going to watch. It's top of the hour, every hour. Time for a 60-second ad break. First of the day, boys. And then afterwards, we are going to fucking watch. Well, not even afterwards. I'm going right into it. If you want an ad-free broadcasting experience, you can subscribe. Use AdBlock. You can subscribe for free with the Twitch Prime. Here's the ad.
Give you
Let's
a
go.
karate move if you like. How much room do you need? I'll do it. All right.
All right. Make it happen.
I guess he falls a lot. I didn't know that.
Mucho amor, amigues.
Okay, I can't watch this. I can't. We're skipping through this. Okay.
Oh, they want to be millionaires. We got to ask that kind of questions like, in 1981, how many grams of crack did Rick James smoke when he recorded Super Freak?
Yo, by the way, like, this is totally unacceptable and stuff, but like, this is the last time Jimmy Fallon actually did like a really good impersonation of someone. Like, it's blackface, obviously, but like, it's literally Yes, it is. Yes. Oh yeah, no, this is him. You guys didn't know that? Yeah, you didn't know that because you're like, wait a minute, this person, like, while doing something completely inappropriate, is like demonstrating somewhat comedic talent because the impression is actually fucking solid. I mean, this is a very solid impersonation.
A lot of black folks on the show. Right. Not a lot of black folks on the show. You know why? Because black folks don't like to answer questions. Oh, they want to be millionaires. We got to ask that kind of questions like...
Wait, is it actually him, actually?
9 months. Arjan? Pogo. Must you don't wall me for 9 months
Is it actually... Or is it literally... are they playing the sound clip? Is that actually him impersonating Chris Rock? Or are they playing, like, literally... No. I know he's doing a blackface, guys. I'm saying, is the audio matching up to, like... Or not Chris Rock, fucking... I thought they were lip syncing. I thought it wasn't... I didn't think that it was Jimmy Fallon doing it.
In 1981, how many grams of crack did Rick James smoke when he recorded Super Freak? Regis, you think the only way to get a brother on the show is to name it Who Wants $50 Cash and a Pair of Pumas?
You know what?
Like, it's his audio, Jimmy's audio. Okay, it's really fucking good. Like, voice wise, like impression wise, like it's really fucking good. It's totally unacceptable, but it's also the last time he had. Yeah, here it is. He apologized for this. In 2000, while on SNL, I made a terrible decision to do an impersonation of Chris Rock while in blackface. There's no excuse for this. I'm very sorry for making this unquestionably offensive decision, and thank you all for holding me accountable. I think even Chris Rock was like, "This is a really good impersonation of me." Like, it's so sad that, like, It's so sad that that was the last time he was able to demonstrate comedic talent.
I'll make up this monologue. I can't even believe I'm hosting the Golden Globes. I got advice from everybody. Chris Rock said,
A lot of great shows this year. People versus OJ gonna win. People gonna get up there and say, I couldn't have done it without Ryan Murphy, my agent, my manager.
Feels
I'll tell you
okay,
the one
man.
person you couldn't
Milk.
have done it without.
Feels okay, man.
OJ.
Milk. Feels okay, man. Milk.
They'll be
Feels
thanking the
okay,
lighting guy.
Feels okay.
They're gonna thank the key grip. No one's gonna thank OJ. Bill Cosby.
No, they probably cut out the fucking applause. They probably cut out the applause. Let's be real. But fuck, this is so good. This is nuclear grade cringe. Like, we cannot let the Iranian government find this, okay? If you're truly afraid of Iran destabilizing the region or whatever the fuck dumbass Americans are afraid of, then this is way worse than enriching uranium. Do you understand me? This is war crimes that actually justify American military intervention. And I didn't even give you a fucking trigger warning for this. I just blasted you in the face with this, and there's 15 more minutes, okay? Boys, the ICBMs have nothing on Jimmy Fallon with a zero laugh track. A white actor can't do a black impersonation, just don't do fucking blackface. He didn't even look like Chris Rock. Yeah, that's why people thought he was doing Eddie Murphy. Like, he sounded like Chris Rock, but he kind of looked like Eddie Murphy a little bit.
Hassle, hassle, hassle.
We're here. We're here. We're here to see what a pigeon is doing. Verbal spaces.
I added the rad detector sounds because, you know, there's nuclear grade, dude. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. It's too much. There's too much radiation right now. Yeah. Yeah, this is 1,000 Röntgen. 1,000! 1,000 Röntgen. Not good, not bad. Catastrophic. Directed by David Lynch.
I'm here with the one and only Drake from Canada.
J-E-L-L-I.
The rules are simple. If your puck lands in your cup, you have to chug the beer.
Thank you very much.
All right. Drake, you're from Canada.
Yeah. Really? Yeah, it's all right. You go, you go. So you serve one up. That's okay. I might even just give you one off the rip. That's how confident I am. Really? Yeah. Oh, I might even bring it back. You never know. Oh.
You're from Canada. Drake, you're from Canada. You're from Canada. I kind of lost my head on that one. I'm ready.
Let's make this. It might, I don't know where it's going.
Canada.
Oh,
Friday, Sunday vibes ready for a good day.
Bro, Drake is so bad, dude. Like,
no,
Jesus
hold on.
Christ.
Counting that?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
CIA black sites literally play this on repeat to random Muslim people that they pick off the street. Okay, like you thought the American military and the CIA was engaging in enhanced interrogation by keeping people awake by constantly fucking blasting like Nickelback and also lights flashing over and over again so that their prisoners are tortured and can't go to sleep. This is actually what they're playing in the black sites, which of course causes significant brain damage and therefore, much like enhanced interrogation, literally does not work because you end up putting everyone's brains in a permanent stasis state where it just isn't. It's basically like a lobotomy without any sort of physical intervention.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You're from Canada.
Adam Curtis. Dude, this part is actually very Adam Curtis. Wait, hold on. I'm going to run that back. And Jimmy Fallon thought he could defeat Canadian Drake. But this was a fantasy.
What do you mean?
And the people stood back
I'm only gonna
and
do
laughed.
simple things. Nothing, no stealing, no pick, nothing weird. Just simple card tricks. Don't worry.
Very good joke.
Come on, man. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Just cards. You know?
Okay, just cards, that's it. Simple stuff. House of cards,
So hold on. What I want you to do is take like 5 cards, a little group, like a poker hand. Good. Is that 5? Good. Don't let anybody see them. Just you. Good. And Jimmy, hold them up so only you could see them.
Does this guy have eyeliner on? The fucking magician guy?
Jimmy.
Oh my God, don't freak me out, man.
Jimmy, put the cards behind your back.
Oh my God, I'm freaking out.
Jimmy.
Yes, they all wear
Now,
makeup.
Jimmy.
I mean, look, dude, at least they're getting paid. You know what I mean? They're just like...
Year PogChamp.
I mean, you basically lose all of your cool points as the Roots at this stage. You know what I mean? This is like... You're just like,
Mr. Hasuni, what is this?
this is kind of awkward that we're doing this.
My mommy said Fridays at daycare were fun. Please make this stop. I want to go home.
They were reacting. This just cuts it all out.
Like freaking out. I want you to look at the 5 cards again. Look at all of your cards. Don't let anybody see them. Just you. Look at all of them. Just you see them. Good.
Why do people have such a hate boner for Jimmy Fallon that they make AMVs, anime music videos about him? That's pretty funny. Listen, the thing is, I've just never... Jimmy Fallon is one of these people that I just don't understand. I'm like, why the fuck are people watching this guy? And when I was younger and way more insecure about my likes and wanted to fit in, it was like one of those things where I was like, am I at fault here? Like, what's wrong with my brain that like everyone fucking loves this dude and he has never been capable of making me laugh? Like, I have never... He has sucked up the potential laughter that I could have for future generations by existing in the way that he does. Like, not only is he unfunny, but he like literally makes it so that I can't laugh in the future because I think about his existence sometimes. Okay? And it made me feel like I was wrong. So when I see people also have like share the same opinion, no, not Kimmel. Not Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel can be like kind of funny from time to time, you know what I mean? Like there's like clever bits and shit that they can have. But I just don't know. It's just, I've just never understood it. I mean, Conan O'Brien is better than both of those guys. Let's be real. I think that like Jimmy Kimmel can have like funny moments every now and then. It's just Fallon is just not, it's just bad. Yeah, his humor is literally negative. It robs you of future laughter. Yes, that's precisely what I'm saying. So, Jimmy Kimmel was also blackfacing as Karl Malone. I mean, come on, dude. Of course. Like, you can't be a famous comedian and not have a blackface moment. Let's be real.
Gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, gosh, oh my gosh.
Let's count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Conan no blackface? Yeah, well, it's impossible for Conan O'Brien to do blackface. He's too ginger.
10 cards, no more than 10.
Just amazing. You're the greatest, man. Oh.
Also, why would he do blackface? He's already Irish, dude. He's already a person of color. Okay, I can't watch the rest of this, dude. I'm done. It's like bad. It's really bad. It is devolved into something that is like wholeheartedly unacceptable. I'm saving you guys from all this, okay? I said that it robs you of your future laughter, and I did that to you. I used to watch Tonight Show all the time, I guess, because of his fake drunk off his ass persona. I never questioned it because the guest was the main attraction. No, I'm not even going to show the Trump part. No, we're not watching it. We just can't. You guys just miss Trump. You literally miss Trump. That's what it is. I've come to recognize that this community literally just misses Trump. Like, you don't want to see Jimmy Fallon. You don't care about anything. You just miss Trump's pussy, and you want to see it. Here you go, dude. Here.
Guys in my comic book club are going to be so excited when I tell them.
Here you go. Here. Fuck you. Okay, here. There you go.
Press pretty hard. People can be. You look fantastic. You look great. You look fantastic. You look great. You look great. You look great. Not bad. You look fantastic.
I do sometimes wish Trump's Twitter was back.
Right now is the Republican nominee for President of the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Donald Trump.
Look at him, dude. He's fucking squeezing so hard. He's doing the fucking, like, is the Robert De Niro face, too. I'm squeezing. I'm squeezing it hard. No, the audio's not real. It's a Vic Berger production. Everything you see is like, is edited in a deceptive way. Like, that's kind of what he does. That's part of the reason why it looks like mega cringe, more cringe than it actually is.
And I gotta kindly thank you. It's been amazing to follow and exciting because you say some shocking things.
But I'm trying not to.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Hillary getting sick, and you handled that very well, saying I hope she gets better. Have you gotten...
What? No, he didn't. Literally was saying she's gonna die and that the government is like faking her being better. He literally did not handle that well at all, dude. What the fuck? You know, I've never actually watched this before. This is my first time. This is my first time that I've ever watched this.
Gotten close to getting sick through this whole campaign, or?
So far, you know, staying strong.
How do you not get sick from
I
shaking
don't
all
know.
those hands?
You know how? By not thinking about it. I don't even want to. I don't like to
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry to bring it up. Yeah, sorry about that. You said something because everyone's saying, "Oh, is there a bromance between Vladimir Putin and all this stuff?" And you know, and what is a celebrity nickname for you guys? And I thought of Vlump. Vlump. I thought it was good. Vlump. Vlump. Last time we were here, we did a mock job interview.
Okay.
Because this is the biggest
right.
job in the world,
right.
President of the United States. Can we continue that interview and finish it? Because now we're only down to two candidates.
Chat is funny.
Why would you excel at this job?
The whole thing is about winning. If I don't win, I will consider it a total and complete waste of time, energy, and money. I really mean it. The whole thing is about winning. Because I love people and I want to do right for people.
Choking me up a little bit.
5 months next, but you hear
Okay, the people that wanted me to watch this, I ban all of them. Okay. The people that wanted me to watch this, we can't do it anymore. I literally can't do any more of this. I'm sorry. Just, you guys are all banned now, okay? Mods, ban yourselves from the chat. Okay, Fox News has been talking about Putin challenging Biden to a debate, and they're rooting for
Question
Putin.
is this. Now, question is this. Why would
This is
Vladimir Putin
awesome.
immediately call for a debate with Joe Biden with no time to prepare? What have I been saying? What have some of us, half the American people, saying? The media mob in this country, they protect all things radical socialist Joe Biden and his administration. They're now.
What the fuck?
It would not end Putin and Biden. It would not end like rocket.
Also, like, what's the liberal side of this? Like, it's just weird. Like, it is very strange.
I don't think the American would prevail. Obviously, Putin.
I guess libs did the same thing though with Trump versus like Kim Jong-un. You know what I mean? It's just like an endless cycle of the same shit. It's just the liberals used to do this for like Kim Jong-un, or I guess liberals would get mad that he was doing diplomacy in the Trumpian way. Rand Paul challenges Dr. Fauci again. Watch his response. He falls multiple times. We already saw that. I don't want to watch any of this. Okay. The liberal side is Putin should debate with candidates in his own country first. Why can't the USA just take over Russia? I don't know. I don't think that's how it works. I did watch Hannity.
Only 5 months since I moved to WFH for the long haul and decided I'd be the guy rambling in the background.
Okay, let's watch a second thought video. Let's move on to some different shit. There was a Jubilee video that I was gonna watch as well.
All your favorite YouTubers when you sign up for Curiosity Stream at the link below.
Russia is too rich and European
in the United
for it to be
States,
okay.
we like to pride ourselves on being the best at things. We spend more money than any other nation on our military, healthcare, and...
What do you mean that's not how it works? Russia took over Crimea with no problem there. Please answer my question. Are you so stupid that you think Russia taking over or annexing Crimea is the same as America annexing Russia? Like, are you that stupid? Why doesn't China just take over America then?
Big love dog.
Like, what the fuck? I think this person is like either trying to have like a gotcha moment because he thinks I'm like pro-Russia or something, or he's just like literally that stupid. Okay. That's a child? Yeah, I don't know.
education. Unfortunately, simply throwing money at things doesn't make you the best at them. Our military, despite having the budget of the next 10 biggest spenders combined, is tremendously wasteful and is constantly used as a destabilizing force in regions we wish to dominate or exploit.
We'll watch Jubilee and the cut videos after
despite
this.
occupying the world's #1 spot for per capita expenditure, is routinely ranked the worst in the developed world in terms of access, efficiency, and effectiveness. While each of these topics deserves its own video, in this episode we're going to focus on the US education system, why it's failing our students and teachers, and what we can do to fix it. Think back to your time in school. What do you remember? Early mornings,
I gotta do that.
Long, windowless hallways punctuated by locked doors, a strictly regimented schedule. Your school life was dictated by the authority of the teacher, who conditioned you with countless commands every day. Sit down, open your textbook to page 10, stop talking, line up. You were punished for speaking to classmates, making a joke, or coming in a single minute late. You had to get permission to use the restroom. Class started with a bell and ended with a bell. There's another kind of institution that follows a similar structure. It shouldn't come as a surprise that in the US, many of the same architects who designed our prisons also designed our schools. For many of us, school is an unpleasant memory. Sure, most of us had fun with friends we made in class, but that fun was exclusively outside of school hours. Odds are the memory of your education itself is pretty negative. Besides the experience of attending American school, the outcomes the system produces are also less than stellar. Despite our cultural obsession with getting American students to perform well in standardized testing, our scores fall squarely in the middle of the pack compared to other industrialized nations. This single-mindedness also has a more critical consequence. By demanding our teachers simply prepare students for testing rather than fostering an actually effective learning environment, we end up with students who not only forget everything they crammed into their heads immediately after taking the test, but who also lack the skills required to learn effectively. The students aren't the only ones suffering. The US has exceptionally high teacher turnover due to low pay and long hours, and compounding the problem, a teacher shortage. So, to sum up the problem, our students are unhappy, perform poorly, and don't gain the critical skills they need. And our teachers are unhappy, overworked, and we don't have enough of them to meet a growing need. A country depends on its young people, those who will grow up and take the reins from the previous generations. So why are we failing them so badly? Before we get into some potential solutions, we need to understand the three main problems plaguing the American education system. These three problems are
everything that he described, by the way, is just a consequence of like it's this is how schools are designed everywhere, for the record. Like, or maybe my experiences are in Turkey, so maybe it's different in like Europe, but I feel like this is how it is in Turkey too. Maybe it's like he just basically fucking described how schools are. Like, there are improvements to how schools can be, and there are identifiable improvements that you can make to how your schooling system operates, your public education system operates, like treating teachers better, as they do in Finland and Iceland and you know, Scandinavian, Nordic countries, right?
At CUD use
that actually yields better results for the teachers and also better results for the students overall. But it's still like some of the stuff that he mentioned, like, you know, school being a prison, like that has never changed, and it won't change ever.
The system's outdatedness, its underfunding, and its privatization. The lack of funding and the rapid privatization of the education system go hand in hand. So let's start there. When you think of the average school...
Oh my god. This person is so correct, by the way. Hold on, where is it? Cookie Dog says, I used to be so jealous of NA schools because you don't have to wear uniforms. Same, dude. Same. I literally thought like it's the most... I was like, my life would be better if I didn't have to wear a uniform, is what I thought. When I was going to school, it was such a tiny thing. But like, literally every fucking person that did not go to school in NA thought it was the sickest thing that you don't need to wear a uniform when you go to school. Do we have casual Wednesdays or casual Fridays sometimes, I think?
Of streaming, dude.
It was either casual Wednesdays or casual Fridays where you were allowed to wear your own like regular clothing. And oh my god, dude, it was insane freedom. Like, it was insane freedom. They police my body all throughout high school, basically a uniform. Yeah, so that's the thing. The reason why it exists, and I asked my dad one time, I was like, why the fuck do they have, like, you know, this uniform shit? And it's because uniforms are there because they don't want to show the class difference for children who do not have the money to like get drip and shit like that and get bullied for it. It's for equity. My private school could turn casual days into fundraisers. It costs like $1 to wear whatever. It's also gang prevention in some schools. Okay, we're talking about fucking Turkey and shit, dude. Like, like I don't. Like, there's no Bloods versus Crips in fucking Turkish high school. Only after I went to college did I realize how much lack of drip holds you back. My parents would have saved so much money if all we had to wear every day was a uniform. Well, the uniforms are expensive too, but in Turkey, dude, you want to know what the fucking ugliest like public school uniform was for kids? I don't think this exists anymore, but hold on. This shit was crazy, dude. Like, this is literally what kids used to fucking wear. Do they still wear this shit, guys? Önlük. Really? Bro, this is but this was like when I was in like middle school. This is still a uniform. Still a uniform. Oh, really? Oh yeah, okay. Mom is saying that you could still add class differentiations by wearing like expensive collars or wearing like a satin one or some shit like that. The East understands the importance of masculinity. Those are called smocks and they're adorable. Dude, that shit is so bad. Are you kidding me? I literally, I was so lucky that it was on its way out by the time I was coming into my education. I just remember seeing it and being like, this is the goofiest shit. I hope I never had to wear that. Oh my God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, what the fuck? I look like a goddamn pilgrim or some shit. You know, now, cottagecore TikTok wears this unironically. You know what I mean? Like, now if you want to art hoe, this is what they're rocking on TikTok. All right. And you're like, oh shit, she looks so good. Cottagecore. That's a fucking fashion trend. They still exist in the eastern part of Turkey. Westerns are out of touch. Show us what your uniform looked like. I don't even know if I have. See how long Madison only goes status in it. Yeah, now like if you go to Parsons for like fucking, you know, fashion design or whatever, this is what you wear actually. Don't make fun of my taste in women. Dude, that is art hoe is my taste in women too. What the fuck are you talking about? Like every like genre of every trendy thing that people do on the internet, I am into because I'm just such a fucking sucker. Okay, I am a total sucker.
School, whether elementary, middle, or high school, you're generally thinking about a public institution. That is, a school that is federally funded and tasked with providing education to all people of the appropriate age in a given school district free of charge. Public schools have existed in the US since before it officially became a country, but the first Board of Education was established in Massachusetts in the year 1837.
Emo
the
girls.
person spearheading the education initiative, Horace Mann, believed that public education was the best way to overcome poverty, bridge social gaps, and prepare young people to enter the workforce. The Federal Department of Education was established 30 years later, with the goal of standardizing and helping to implement education across the country.
I grew up in a work Title I school district. Uniforms are strictly enforced on poor school neighborhoods. Upper class neighborhoods with white families got to wear free dress. Oh yeah.
What may be surprising to some is that private schools actually predate public schools in the US. As early as the 1660s, individual teachers were offering their services to young people and adults as a way to supplement their income. This private schooling often took place in the evenings, and was less structured than typical day school. By the beginning of the American Revolution, private schools had become pretty well established and were favored by those who could afford their fees. Fast forward to more modern times, and
the more you describe your type as just gay girls, Yes, bi girls rise up.
And, like with healthcare and infrastructure, we begin to see a problem with accelerating privatization. The practice of privatization is simple. It entails the handing
guys,
off of
guys, this is not even a joke. When I say this, like, I have no preference, it is literally the truth. I'm not even kidding. I just don't have a fucking preference. I literally don't. I like all girls. Okay, that's it.
Public responsibilities to privately owned companies. Since the 80s, there's been a consensus, a deeply flawed one, but a consensus nonetheless, that there's nothing the government can do that the private sector can't do better. The word better is doing some heavy lifting here. Private companies often get things done more quickly or with a greater profit, but what free market enthusiasts fail to realize is that the outcomes are incredibly damaging, as is the case with American healthcare, or extremely fragile, as evidenced by private infrastructure projects. Take the Texas power grid, for example. It's entirely deregulated. This allows them to cut costs and make a greater profit. It also sets them up for disaster, as we saw with the recent winter storm that completely knocked out the state's power and left millions stranded in freezing conditions. Of course, a crisis like this is considered an acceptable risk when there's a nice profit to be had. This free market logic has slowly seeped into the realm of education. Over the past couple of decades, various federal initiatives have provided parents the option of using federal funds to send their children to private schools, whether by providing so-called school choice vouchers or allowing for the possibility of school transfers, where students can move from low-performing schools to higher-performing private schools. This has led to a number of problems. The most obvious is that by spending federal money to incentivize parents to enroll their children in private school, they've robbed public schools of badly needed funding. Why spend money to move kids around when you could simply fund the schools that are designed to be funded by that money? Because of this practice, public schools face a vicious cycle. There's not enough money to pay teachers, so teachers leave, which leads to more students in each class, which overwhelms the remaining teachers. There's not enough money for school supplies or even basic school maintenance, which leads to unsafe learning environments. These problems compound over time, which makes the schools perform worse, which then suggests to the federal government that they're doing the right thing by incentivizing the move to private schools. Okay, but if the private schools perform better and the average parent can afford them, why not just abandon public schools? There are a few reasons, some innate to how private schools operate and some based on the responsibility of the federal government. First and foremost, it has been long established that the state has a responsibility.
Having to wear a tie every single day as a kid growing up is literally like, dude, having to wear a tie every single day as a kid growing up is like, is just so bad. It's so fucking horrible, dude. That shit felt drippy. Not for me, dude. Not for me. Oh my God. They made you wear a tie? Of course. Of course, dude. It's just so fucking bad, dude. It's literally not even an issue. What the fuck? Dude, I think people that say it's literally not an issue are people that just don't have to wear it. Like, they've just never been forced to wear it. So
responsibility to provide access to free education to every student. This is non-negotiable, at least for now. If public schools didn't exist, there would be students who could not afford to go to private school. Since education is a right, this is unacceptable. So, for the time being, the federal government cannot reasonably get rid of public schools entirely. The other issues stem from the private schools themselves. By their very nature, private schools are not beholden to any kind of governance when it comes to what is taught within their walls. All they have to do is provide proof that their education meets basic educational standards. This has led to an upsurge in what can be considered reactionary, or as the schools prefer, traditional education. What this means in essence is that most private schools skew intensely religious, conservative, and insular. Their student body is overwhelmingly white, Christian, and wealthy. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with a parent wanting their child to get a religious education. But the problem is, in the US, Christianity has been co-opted by conservatism. Gone are the days when people understood Jesus to be a brown communist from the Middle East, who railed against the rich and preached inclusion, decency, and the value of living humbly. Most American Christians have grafted the language of conservatism onto their faith. Homophobia, racism, unfettered free market economics, and a rabid hatred for anything that could be considered even remotely socialist. This is not by accident. The political right has adopted religious, patriotic...
This is like Betsy DeVos, the ex-education secretary. This was what she literally did. Like, this was her bread and butter, right? which is ironic because this was her bread and butter, and then it literally turned into her actual like government position. Her family played a fundamental role in like creating these psychotic Christian education places and like destroyed Michigan public schooling. So,
language in an attempt to secure a large and dedicated voting bloc, evangelicals, and it's worked. In modern private schools, and I should know, I attended one, it's not uncommon to see PragerU videos shown in class. It's not uncommon to see economics classes that...
I always thought that this was a joke, but like whenever people fucking send me, whenever people say like my teachers played PragerU in the class, or my teachers played fucking... What's that guy, the Christian economics guy who's like, oh, are you in debt? Well, you know, pray the debt away and stop having debt, dumbass. What's the Christian guy? Dave Ramsey. They like actually played Dave Ramsey.
That espouse the suicidal free market ideology of Friedman and Rand. History classes portray the US as the good guy in every conflict, including those where we were clearly in the wrong. Today's supposedly Christian education would not be recognized as such by the Jesus of the Bible. Instead, it's a new religion, the religion of free market conservatism. It shouldn't come as a surprise that those in power are doing their best to get more students enrolled in private school. Indoctrinating them into the cult of capitalism while they're young is the only way they can produce more
They played Steven Crowder in your sister's high school science class to what? Portray what happens when you have brain damage or something? Like, what do you mean? Like, why would Steven Crowder ever be shown to show you, like, what life would look like if you had no joy? Like, what's the scientific reason to ever show Steven Crowder?
Pro-corporate voters. Heck, judging by what we've seen recently, it wouldn't come as a surprise to see public schools go the same way. The previous administration even suggested the creation of a commission for patriotic education, a slate of pro-America, capitalist, imperialist propaganda. This disturbing trend towards privatization and capitalist indoctrination aside, what's perhaps the bigger problem with American education is the fact that the entire system is simply outdated. Remember the Massachusetts School Board? The one established in 1837? Well, that's when the standards for education were established. The stated goal was to educate young people. But if you take a look at how school was and is structured, it becomes more clear what education was actually for. Like it is today, the school day was strictly regimented. Teachers expected absolute obedience. The bell instructed students when the day began and ended, and punishment was doled out for any perceived non-compliance. If the students retained some basic arithmetic, great. But the real goal was to produce obedient, servile workers for the factories of the Industrial Revolution. Step onto a factory floor and what's expected? Obedience, focus, the ability to follow instructions for hours on end. The day even began and ended with a bell. School was then and remains today an instrument to instill discipline, to mass-produce agreeable little cogs for the industrial machine. The standardization of schooling ensured these cogs were nice and uniform, easily replaceable and expendable. Today, nearly...
Yes, back when kids could be enterprising individuals early on. Learn the importance of being able to learn the importance of a day's hard work. But those disgusting communists came in and destroyed our profit margins by discontinuing child labor practices. Thank God in the United States of America, we were able to bring it back. After all, who else has those tiny little fingers to put through the sewing machines? An adult finger does not work. It needs to be a child. We are losing out to Indonesia. We need to become more competitive in the marketplace.
2 centuries later, factory labor is no longer the prime driver of the economy.
No
Companies still
Bannerino
need
on my
workers,
child
but they
labor
demand
practices.
a new set of skills. Young people entering the workforce are expected to be able to be flexible, creative, and on call at unreasonable hours. Even from a capitalist perspective, modern-day schooling does not adequately prepare our students for the real world. Of course, preparing students for a lifetime of servitude should not be the goal of a good education. Let's examine the main issues in regards to outdatedness. Which of these 2 hypothetical classes sounds more applicable to real life? Latin or home economics? Guess which one is more commonly taught. If the goal of school is to prepare kids for the real world as we're meant to believe, we are doing our students a great disservice. Why don't we teach home economics classes? Why don't we teach high schoolers how to file taxes? What about useful things like basic first aid? We simply don't teach applicable skills. Then there's the fact that school curriculum just hasn't kept pace with advancements in modern technology. Basic computer classes are offered as electives, if at all. Even less common are video production, digital art, coding, web design, 3D modeling, and countless other modern skills. We're letting students down when we don't acquaint them with modern tools. As a personal anecdote, I have a younger sister who's shown a proclivity for drawing. Her school's art class, while led by a good teacher, doesn't even mention new digital techniques. Since I work creatively for a living, I took the liberty of teaching her a bit about digital art and apps like Procreate. Her
is he gonna do a hashtag ad here?
skills have improved more in the last 2 months than in the previous 2 years. And I'm no artist. I just told her about the app and suggested she watch some YouTube videos. Imagine if public schools had the funding for even a handful of art tablets or iPads. Kids could come out of middle school with skills they could translate into a rewarding career or hobby by the time they graduated from high school or college. Okay, so what are some solutions we could pursue? It's all well and good to say teach better classes, but that only addresses part of the problem. The root cause of many of the issues our education system faces is that we simply don't have an incentive to teach our students. As with anything in America, if there's no financial incentive, nothing will change. The profit motive is the bottom line. Private schools have an incentive to at least prepare students for standardized testing, so that their parents will be happy and keep paying tens of thousands of dollars per year for tuition. But that education comes packaged with truly damaging ideology, so making private schools more accessible would not be a long-term solution, as those students would go on to pass even more ludicrous free market education reforms. Vocational schools are an option if we truly believe the only purpose of education should be to prepare students for the job market. There's a lot to be said for picking a trade and excelling in it. Electricians, welders, AC technicians, these are all critical roles in our society. One problem with vocational schools is that they typically come with a tuition, which can be a difficult burden for many families. Homeschooling is another option, though in the US, it often carries a similar connotation to private schools. Many homeschooled children come from very religious.
My most like ML take, I guess, is that I believe in the social cohesion that the Common Core curriculum creates, and I think public schooling is an absolute necessity for nation building, and that you should abolish private education and reappropriate every single fucking dime of funds that you have back to building a robust and competitive education system in the form of an actually well-developed public education structure with like super cool extracurricular activities that you push kids towards, the arts especially, you know, sports, just all manner of different things that you should be able to learn in any public school that you go to anywhere around the country. I think that it is disastrous that we don't have that. If we did, America would truly be a country to brag about, but we don't. We are, again, a developing nation with a fucking Gucci belt on, okay? That's it. Oh, fuck you. Damn it, someone clapped him. Not your average African clapped him so quick. I'm going to give him a 1 day, though. Nice. We don't have classical high schools in Bosnia. MIC, there's a mechanical school, architecture school, economic school, agricultural school, etc. STEM Lord take incoming, but increase STEM and trade funding, plus business, accounting, and public schools. Abolish private education, make it harder to get into college for liberal arts to drive down demand. Could save people a lot of heartache. I disagree. I don't agree with that at all. I think like I don't understand why people fucking shit on liberal arts super hard. It's so silly. Also, I love that the person knew that he was going to do a cringe STEM Lord take, so he gave a trigger warning. He's like, I'm going to be a cringe STEM Lord right now.
Backgrounds and are kept separate from other kids their age, which can lead to serious developmental issues. That being said, there are plenty of homeschooling programs that include on-location learning, such as in museums or on community college campuses. This offers a more diverse, hands-on experience for students and can provide an excellent learning environment depending on the child. Now, that
the irony is that like a lot of the STEM Lord profession